What's up, players? GSU Coach here, and I thought I'd bring a little video because Madden 23 is on the horizon. And you guys know I don't keep up with much of the new games because I play the older games, but I do like to give my previews or what I think EA's doing and the direction they're heading. And so we're going to go through their little press release that they had. The all new Field Sense gameplay system in Madden 23 equips players with more control at every position in every mode and is a new foundation for consistent, ultra realistic gameplay. But it's only going to be available for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. The Madden 23 on PS4 and Xbox One is going to still be the same as Madden 22 and Madden 21. So I thought I'd bring you all my thoughts on that. First of all, that's nonsense. I didn't like it when they did it on PS3 to PS4, and I don't like it now. If you're going to add something to it, and most of your customer base still has a PS4 because they can't get their hands on a PS5, I do not agree with you making stuff exclusive for PS5. Not only for people that can't afford a PS5, but because they're not available nowhere. You can't get your hands on one, or even a Series X. You can't get your hands on one. So I think EA should know better than that. And if they can't put it in the PS4 and the Xbox One versions, they shouldn't put it in at all. That is just my opinion. Now, call the shots from the front office as you lead your Madden 23 franchise, which is what we do here, franchise top to the top. New athlete motivations like salary demands factor into contract negotiations and add drama to the free agency period of the NFL. Now, I do like that. At least they focused a little on franchise this season. They have a big problem, whatever that meant. They have a big problem wanting to focus on franchise because they get all this money from Ultimate Team, MUT, and people buy these packs of cards and try to build their teams and make their teams something special and big and go out there and compete with other players. That's fine, and if you like that, good. I'm glad. But there's franchise players out there. There's people that want to just build their team from the ground up and make themselves a championship dynasty or a championship franchise. And Madden just EA they don't focus on that stuff. And neither does 2K, to be honest with you. So I can't just go in one direction with that. The show, on the other hand, does focus on franchise a lot because they know there's a lot of players out there that like to build teams. They have the face of the franchise thing again, play your way into history books. It's the same thing they've had for the last couple of years. The face of the franchise is not my favorite mode, but it's not a bad mode. The league drops you into your fifth NFL season, and you're seeking a fresh start as you negotiate a one-year deal with a new team and strive for a legendary career. The way they make it sound is that it's going to be this big, great change compared to last year, but it's not. It's going to be the same thing that was in Madden 22, Madden 21. Ultimate Team, here we go. Microtransactions. This is where they make their money now. They don't make their money by selling the game. They make their money in the game. Ultimate Team. Develop your fantasy roster by buying a bunch of packs of cards. NFL superstars, Hall of Fame legends, and more. Keep improving your Madden 23 Ultimate Team roster all season through simplified team building and convenient competition. What that basically means is they're always going to put a lot of emphasis on MUT, and that's just the way it is. And for franchise players, it is what it is. So that's the press release that they released. And let's go over a little bit about the Field Sense. The Field Sense, the way I look at it, I'm still kind of like, I get it, but I don't understand like a lot about how you're going to be able to use it, what buttons are going to do, what controls are going to do. How is it going to be a difficult thing to figure out, or is it going to be easy and simple? To me, in the trailer that they released, they have basically don't really show you. It just shows a guy passing the ball, and it shows the field with some kind of weird grid. But that's one thing I'd like to know from EA before the game releases, before I spend $60 on a game. Uh, Also, in franchise, is these contract negotiations and the drama of NFL free agency going to hurt more than it's going to help? I mean, when you sign a player to a big deal, but another team's competing, that's realistic. That's fine. I understand that. But what if the player? I mean, I just don't know how they're gonna like. How's the AI gonna be in that? How's the AI teams gonna be in that? Are they going to get players for less than what we are paying them because they're a better team? I mean, there's the chance that happens. I just want it to be realistic, and if they come out with a newer Madden that's more realistic, I'll play it. I mean, I play older games on my channel, yes, because the older games seem to be more realistic than the newer ones. I don't know about field sense. It doesn't really affect me. I don't care, honestly. That's not something that I was asking for. I'm asking for franchise mode to go back to the way it used to be in 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11. You know, I'm asking for team builder and stuff like that. They don't give you what you ask for in Madden. They give you what they want to give you. And EA needs to focus more on what the people want. If you remember the travesty of Madden 21, where they did all this promoting for Mutt, and the franchise players kind of felt left out and absolutely went on a absolute cyclone on Twitter and let EA know that it was nonsense. They they did something about it. They tried to switch it around and change it and make it to where franchise had some new things in it. It didn't really work, but at least you knew they heard you on Twitter. At least you knew you were getting your point across, because there is a millions and millions of franchise players out there that love playing franchise on Madden. But I don't see much. They do one thing to franchise, and it's not anything anybody really cares about. We already had new athlete motivations like salary demand. We already had all that stuff in Madden. So really, what are you doing different? Are you bringing back the Bruno show, radio show? Are you bringing any of the stuff that you had in the past back? You have more space, better equipment. I don't understand your all's thinking. But my preview slash review of Madden 23, from what I can see so far, is not something I'm going to spend $60 on. That's my personal opinion. I'm right there with Eric Rayweather and Soft Drink TV. I don't think it's worth spending that kind of money on a game that's very similar to last year's. They add one little thing, and who knows if it's even going to be easy to use, or is it going to be like the cone that they had in Madden 06 that nobody ever used and hated. So EA, man, start focusing on franchise a little bit. I know you did a Madden 22. I know you put the face of the franchise and all that stuff, Superstar X Factor, all that stuff came, but that's still not what we're asking for. We're asking for an experience that we got in 2005 with modern day technology and graphics. It's not hard for you to understand that. I hope, I hope that one day EA says, you know what, these guys are right. We're actually sliding downhill on franchise and going uphill on Mutt. Let's kind of even the playing field for them. So that is my preview review of Madden 23. I know not a lot of people care about my opinion, but it is my opinion, and I'm a Madden player. I don't care if I play franchise mud or whatever. I've played it all. I've done it all. I'd rather play franchise, honestly, than anything. So I have a say so. I'm a consumer, and any consumer, anytime you go out and buy something, you have a say so in what you're buying. Uh, NFL, please give your licensing some expansion. Let 2K give it a shot. Let Sony give it a shot. Anybody that can give NFL an uplift and franchise mode and you know what I mean? It seems like my favorite Madden of the modern generation or last gen consoles is Madden 17, and I would be starting a franchise on that on my channel had it not broke. So now we're probably going to end up doing Madden 21 because it's no different than Madden 22, and I'm not going to spend $50 on Madden 22 when Madden 23 is right around the corner. It's a ridiculous deal, but that is my opinion, guys. That is what I think. I know opinions are like blah blah. Everybody has one, but that is mine. I think EA needs to do better. I think 2K should do better. 2K22 was not my favorite 2K. I mean, it didn't have much of a difference than 2K21. So, it's microtransactions. It's making money off the game after you buy the game. That's killing franchises, my leagues, and dynasties. That's what scares me about the upcoming college football game. What kind of microtransactions are they going to have on that? that's a whole different discussion for a different day. Appreciate you guys joining me, listening. Subscribe to the channel, players. I'm telling you, you'll love it. We just won a championship with the Chicago Bulls. We are going to be a championship channel no matter what it takes. Even though we're terrible at baseball and hockey right now, we'll get better. We're building the Rockies. We're building the Panthers. We're going to make them good teams. And we are starting football probably in September. It'll be the Jets. That's my favorite team. I always start a franchise with my favorite team, and then we'll switch around, do different things. But this is my Madden 23 preview slash review of what they released. We'll see some actual gameplay footage. I'll probably do that next. But this is not. This is actual gameplay footage of a game on Madden 21 between the Jets and the Patriots. So I hope you guys have a great day. Appreciate you joining me. Appreciate all the new subscribers to the channel. And I hope that EA somehow, some way comes across this video and hears me say, please, please bring back the franchise we had in the second gen consoles, 6th gen consoles, whatever they are, whatever gen it is. I don't even remember what gen it is. I think it's 6th. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all next go around.